Welcome to our journey towards inner peace, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. In today's video, we explore how moving on and letting go can transform our lives, leading us to a state of serenity and calm. Inner peace is a state of mental and emotional calmness, with no anxiety, stress, or worry. It's about being at ease with ourselves and our surroundings. But how do we achieve this in a world full of constant change and challenges? One of the key principles of Stoicism is the art of letting go. The Stoics teach us that clinging to past experiences, whether they are successes or failures, joys or sorrows, hinders our ability to live in the present. By holding on, we burden our minds with unnecessary weight, preventing us from experiencing true peace. Think about the times you've held on to anger or resentment. How did it make you feel? Did it help resolve the situation, or did it only intensify your stress and anxiety? The Stoics remind us that we cannot control external events, but we can control how we respond to them. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By letting go of the need to control everything, we free ourselves from the chains of our own expectations. So, how can we practice this in our daily lives? Firstly, embrace acceptance. Accept that change is inevitable and that everything in life is transient. By understanding that nothing lasts forever, we can appreciate the present moment without clinging to it. Secondly, practice forgiveness. Holding onto grudges only harms us. Forgiving others, and importantly, forgiving ourselves, allows us to release negative emotions and move forward with a lighter heart. Thirdly, focus on what you can control. The Stoics divide life into things we can control and things we cannot. Our thoughts, actions, and reactions are within our control. By concentrating on these, we reduce the impact of external events on our inner peace. Finally, cultivate gratitude. By appreciating what we have, rather than lamenting what we lack or have lost, we shift our focus to the positive aspects of our lives. This mindset fosters a sense of contentment and peace. Letting go is not about giving up. It's about freeing ourselves from the past to embrace the present and the future with a clear and peaceful mind. It's about finding balance and tranquility amidst the chaos. As we conclude, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. Here is the number one point: is mindfulness practices. Life is a journey filled with highs and lows, moments of joy and times of challenge. In this journey, emotional resilience becomes a vital tool. But what exactly is emotional resilience? And how can Stoic philosophy help us cultivate it? Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, offers timeless wisdom on developing emotional resilience. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to maintain a rational perspective, accept what we cannot change, and focus on what we can control. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stressful situations and bounce back from adversity. It's about maintaining our inner peace and strength, even when external circumstances are challenging. Let's explore the key principles of Stoic philosophy that can help us build this resilience. Firstly, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of accepting reality as it is. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. I.e., accepting that we cannot control everything, we free ourselves from the frustration and anxiety that come from resisting reality. Secondly, Stoicism teaches us to focus on our thoughts and perceptions. Epictetus, another influential Stoic, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." His principle reminds us that our emotional responses are within our control. By changing our perspective, we can transform how we experience and respond to challenges. Thirdly, practicing mindfulness and self-awareness is crucial. Stoics often engage in daily reflections and meditations to stay grounded. This practice helps us become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to manage them more effectively. Letting go of attachment to outcomes is another vital aspect of emotional resilience. The Stoics believed in focusing on our efforts and actions rather than the results. By letting go of the need to control every outcome, we reduce stress and anxiety, making it easier to stay resilient. Stoicism also highlights the importance of community and support. Surrounding ourselves with supportive people and sharing our experiences can significantly enhance our emotional resilience. As Seneca said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." Having a supportive network helps us see situations more clearly and feel less isolated. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the value of inner strength and self-discipline. By cultivating virtues like courage, patience, and wisdom, we become more resilient in the face of adversity. We learn to trust in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. Emotional resilience is not about avoiding challenges, but embracing them as opportunities for growth. By applying Stoic principles, we can build a strong, resilient mindset that helps us navigate life's ups and downs with grace and composure. Remember, resilience is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, and you'll find the strength to thrive, no matter what life throws your way. Here is the number 2 point is mindfulness practices. Welcome to our journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy, where we explore the profound concept of freedom from attachment. On a world often dominated by material desires and emotional entanglements, the wisdom of the Stoics offers us a pathway to true freedom and inner peace. At its core, Stoicism teaches us that attachment to external things, whether they be possessions, relationships, or outcomes, can lead to suffering and discontent. By letting go of these attachments, we can achieve a state of tranquility and equanimity. First and foremost, but freeing ourselves from attachment allows us to reduce anxiety and stress. When we no longer tie our happiness to external circumstances, we liberate ourselves from the constant worry about losing what we hold dear. Imagine the relief that comes from knowing that your peace of mind is not dependent on anything outside of yourself. Letting go of attachment also fosters emotional resilience. Life is full of unexpected changes and challenges. When we cling too tightly to specific outcomes or people, we set ourselves up for disappointment and heartache. By embracing the impermanence of life, we can navigate these changes with grace and strength, knowing that we have the inner resources to handle whatever comes our way. Another powerful benefit of releasing attachments is the ability to live more fully in the present moment. When we are not preoccupied with holding onto the past or anxiously anticipating the future, we can savor the here and now. This presence brings a deeper appreciation for life's simple pleasures and a more meaningful connection with ourselves and others. Personal growth flourishes in an environment free from attachment. By letting go of rigid expectations and allowing ourselves to be open to new experiences, we create space for learning and self-improvement. We become more adaptable, more creative, and more willing to take risks that lead to personal and professional growth. Freeing ourselves from attachment also transforms our relationships. When we release the need to control others or hold onto past grievances, we cultivate healthier, more authentic connections. Forgiveness becomes easier, and we can approach relationships with a sense of generosity and compassion, rather than fear and possessiveness. Self-compassion is another essential aspect of freedom from attachment. By forgiving ourselves for past mistakes and letting go of self-judgment, we create a nurturing inner environment. This self-acceptance allows us to grow from our experiences without being weighed down by regret or guilt. Clarity and perspective are gifts that come with letting go. When we are not clouded by attachment, we see life more clearly. Our decisions become more thoughtful and aligned with our true values. We gain a deeper understanding of what truly matters and can focus our energy on what brings genuine fulfillment. In the end, the freedom from attachment leads to increased happiness. By releasing the burdens of unnecessary desires and fears, we open ourselves to a life of joy and contentment. Our happiness becomes more stable, more enduring, and less dependent on the whims of fate. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and discover the transformative power of letting go. Free yourself from attachment and unlock the door to a life of true freedom, peace, and happiness. Here is the number 3 point is mindfulness practices. Today, we explore a transformative concept that has the power to elevate our lives, focusing on the present by moving on and letting go. Life is a continuous flow of moments, each unique and fleeting. Stoicism teaches us that to truly live, we must embrace the present moment. This means letting go of the past and not being anxious about the future. First, let's understand the importance of inner peace. When we let go of past regrets and future worries, we create space for tranquility. This peace is the foundation of a calm and centered mind. Emotional resilience is another benefit. By accepting that change is a constant, we become more adaptable and resilient. We learn to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. Freedom from attachment is a key Stoic principle. When we release our grip on material possessions and external validation, we find true freedom. This detachment allows us to appreciate what we have without being enslaved by it. Focusing on the present also enhances our relationships. By letting go of past grievances, we make room for forgiveness and understanding. This fosters healthier and more meaningful connections with others. Letting go helps us gain clarity and perspective. We see life as it is, not through the lens of past experiences or future fears. This clarity allows us to make better decisions and live authentically. Minimizing regret is another significant benefit. By accepting the past as it is, we free ourselves from the burden of what ifs and if onlys. We can then channel our energy into creating a brighter future. Strengthening our willpower is crucial. Moving on from what we cannot control builds our mental fortitude. This strength helps us face future challenges with confidence and resilience. Ultimately, living in the present increases our happiness. When we let go of negative emotions and thoughts, we make space for joy and contentment. We begin to appreciate life's simple pleasures. By reclaiming our energy, we become more productive. Letting go of past burdens frees up mental and emotional resources, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Finally, we live authentically. Letting go of societal expectations and judgments helps us embrace our true selves. We live a life that is true to our values and passions. So, embrace the wisdom of Stoicism. Focus on the present, let go of the past, and don't worry about the future. Here is the number 4 point: is mindfulness practices. Personal growth inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Today, we'll explore how moving on and letting go can be powerful catalysts for our personal development. Stoicism teaches us that our inner tranquility comes from our ability to accept the things we cannot change and focus on what we can control. Central to this philosophy is the concept of moving on and letting go. When we hold on to the past, we create mental and emotional clutter. This clutter can prevent us from seeing opportunities for growth. By letting go of past experiences, mistakes, and regrets, we clear the path for new possibilities. Moving on allows us to embrace new experiences and challenges. Each new challenge is an opportunity for growth. When we stop clinging to what was, we open ourselves up to what can be. We become more adaptable, more resilient, and more open to change. Personal growth often begins with self-reflection. Take time to reflect on what you need to let go of. It could be past mistakes, negative emotions, or even certain relationships. Ask yourself, how is holding on to this affecting my present and my future? Imagine letting go as releasing a balloon. As it drifts away, feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. This act of release is symbolic. It represents freeing yourself from the burden of the past and making space for new experiences. Embracing new activities and hobbies is a great way to facilitate personal growth. When we try something new, we challenge ourselves, learn new skills, and expand our horizons. Each new endeavor is a step forward on our personal growth journey. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of lifelong learning. By letting go of the belief that we know everything, we open ourselves up to continuous learning and improvement. Each book we read, each lesson we learn, contributes to our growth. Personal growth is not just about self-improvement, it's also about how we impact others. Letting go of selfish desires and focusing on the greater good can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Acts of kindness and service to others are powerful growth experiences. Ultimately, the Stoic path to personal growth is about finding inner peace and contentment. By letting go of what doesn't serve us and embracing the journey of self-improvement, we become the best versions of ourselves. Here is the number 5 point: is mindfulness practices. Today we'll explore the profound concept of acceptance of impermanence and how embracing this idea can transform our lives. Impermanence is the natural state of the world. Everything around us is in a constant state of change. The seasons shift, rivers flow, and life progresses. Stoicism teaches us to accept this inevitable flux, to find peace and strength in the knowledge that nothing lasts forever. First, let's understand why accepting impermanence is essential. Many of our struggles come from our resistance to change. We cling to the past, fearing the unknown future. This attachment breeds anxiety and prevents us from fully experiencing the present moment. Embracing impermanence allows us to release this attachment. It encourages us to appreciate the present without clinging to it. When we understand that every moment is fleeting, we learn to savor it To live it fully. This mindfulness brings a deep sense of peace and contentment. Acceptance of impermanence also fosters resilience. Life's challenges and losses become opportunities for growth rather than sources of despair. By recognizing that pain and joy are both temporary, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength. Moreover, accepting impermanence helps us prioritize what truly matters. We become less concerned with superficial pursuits and more focused on meaningful experiences and relationships. This clarity guides us toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. In practical terms, how can we cultivate this acceptance? Stoics recommend regular reflection on the transient nature of life. Meditate on the changing seasons, the ebb and flow of your emotions, the passage of time. These practices can help internalize the reality of impermanence. Letting go of what we cannot control is another key aspect. Focus on your actions and attitudes, not the outcomes. This shift in mindset reduces stress and empowers us to face challenges with a calm, rational perspective. Lastly, embrace gratitude. Recognize the beauty in the transient moments of life. Each experience, good or bad, shapes us and contributes to our journey. By appreciating the fleeting nature of life, we cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and joy. In conclusion, the acceptance of impermanence is a powerful tool in our quest for inner peace and resilience. By embracing change and letting go of what we cannot control, we open ourselves to a life of greater clarity, strength, and fulfillment. Remember, in the words of the Stoics, the only constant in life is change. Embrace it, and you will find freedom. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoic wisdom. Here is the number 6 point is mindfulness practices. Exploration of how moving on and letting go can lead to improved relationships. Inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot. This principle is incredibly powerful when applied to our relationships. Let's start with the concept of forgiveness. Holding onto grudges and past conflicts only poisons our present relationships. By practicing forgiveness, we free ourselves from the emotional baggage that hinders our connection with others. As the Stoics remind us, holding onto anger and resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Another key aspect is the freedom from attachment. Often, our relationships suffer because we cling too tightly to our expectations of others. By letting go of these attachments, we allow our relationships to flourish naturally. This doesn't mean we care less, it means we accept people as they are, without trying to control or change them. Inner peace is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. When we let go of past hurts and future anxieties, we bring a sense of calm and balance to our interactions. This inner peace helps us respond to others with patience and understanding, rather than with irritation or frustration. Improved communication is another benefit of letting go. When we're not preoccupied with past grievances or future worries, we can be fully present in our conversations. Active listening and empathy become easier, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections. Embracing impermanence also plays a crucial role. Stoicism teaches us that everything is temporary, including our relationships. By accepting this, we cherish our time with loved ones more deeply and don't take them for granted. We learn to appreciate the moments we have together, knowing they are precious and fleeting. Forgiving ourselves is just as important as forgiving others. We all make mistakes, and holding on to guilt can damage our self-esteem and, by extension, in our relationships. Letting go of self-blame allows us to approach others with a healthy and positive mindset. Finally, letting go helps us support others more effectively. When we're not bogged down by our own unresolved issues, we can be a stronger pillar for our loved ones. We can offer genuine support and compassion, creating a more nurturing and supportive environment. In conclusion, by embracing the Stoic principles of moving on and letting go, we can transform our relationships. We cultivate forgiveness, freedom from attachment, inner peace, improved communication, appreciation of impermanence, self-compassion, and the ability to support others. These benefits not only enhance our relationships but also enrich our lives as a whole. Here is the number 7 point is mindfulness practices, the heart of Stoic philosophy, where we explore the transformative power of self-compassion. Today, we'll delve into how practicing self-compassion can help us let go, move on, and embrace a more fulfilling life. Self-compassion is the art of treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and care that we would offer a dear friend. It involves three key elements: self-kindness, and recognizing our shared humanity, and mindfulness. Firstly, self-kindness means being warm and forgiving towards ourselves, especially when we fail or make mistakes. Instead of harsh self-criticism, we offer ourselves comfort and understanding. Secondly, recognizing our shared humanity reminds us that everyone makes mistakes and experiences difficulties. We are not alone in our struggles, they are a part of the human experience. Lastly, mindfulness involves being present with our emotions and thoughts without judgment. It means acknowledging our pain and suffering without being overwhelmed by it. Now, let's explore how self-compassion aids in the process of moving on and letting go. When we practice self-compassion, we create a safe space within ourselves to process difficult emotions. This allows us to face our past mistakes and regrets without getting trapped in a cycle of self-blame and guilt. By being kind to ourselves, we reduce the intensity of negative emotions, making it easier to let go of the past. We learn to forgive ourselves for our imperfections and accept that making mistakes is a natural part of life. Recognizing our shared humanity helps us understand that we are not alone in our struggles. This perspective fosters a sense of connection and reduces feelings of isolation, making it easier to move forward. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. It helps us stay grounded in the present moment, preventing us from ruminating on past events or worrying excessively about the future. Here are some practical steps to cultivate self-compassion in your daily life. 1. Practice self-kindness. When you notice self-critical thoughts, gently remind yourself to be kind. Use soothing and encouraging words, just as you would for a friend. 2. Embrace imperfection. Accept that everyone makes mistakes and encounters challenges. Remind yourself that these experiences are part of being human. 3. Mindful awareness. Spend a few minutes each day in mindful meditation. Focus on your breath and observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. 4. Journaling. Write about your experiences, especially the difficult ones. Reflect on how you can approach these situations with more compassion towards yourself. 5. Self-compassionate phrases. Create a list of compassionate phrases to use when you're feeling down. Phrases like "it's okay to make mistakes" or "I am worthy of love and kindness" can be powerful reminders. By cultivating self-compassion, we not only enhance our emotional resilience but also open the door to profound personal growth. Self-compassion empowers us to move on from past mistakes and failures. It helps us release the burdens of guilt and regret, freeing up mental and emotional energy for positive pursuits. With self-compassion, we build a solid foundation of self-worth and inner peace. This foundation enables us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. In essence, self-compassion allows us to let go of what no longer serves us, embrace our true selves, and move forward with confidence and clarity. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of self-compassion and the benefits of moving on and letting go. Remember, treating yourself with kindness and understanding is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful step towards a more fulfilling and resilient life. Here is the number 8 point: is mindfulness practices. In life, clarity and perspective are like guiding stars in a vast sky, helping us navigate through the challenges and uncertainties that come our way. Often, we find ourselves entangled in the complexities of life, held back by regrets, grievances, and the weight of past experiences. Yet, Stoic philosophy teaches us a profound truth: the art of letting go. It's not about forgetting or ignoring the past, but about releasing the grip it holds over us. By embracing this philosophy, we open ourselves to clarity, a clear view of our present reality, and a sharper focus on what truly matters. Letting go grants us the gift of perspective. It allows us to step back from our emotions and see situations from a broader, more objective viewpoint. With clarity comes peace. We free ourselves from the constant churn of regrets and what-ifs, finding solace in the simplicity of acceptance. This newfound clarity empowers us to make decisions aligned with our values, unclouded by past grievances or fears. Ultimately, by letting go, we reclaim our energy, our joy, and our ability to live authentically. Empowered by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy and embracing the art of letting go, we discover that clarity and perspective are not distant goals, but present realities within our grasp. Here is the number 9 point: is mindfulness practices. In life, regrets often weigh heavy on our hearts, like anchors from the past that hold us back. But what if there was a way to lighten this burden, to sail forward with renewed purpose and clarity? Reducing regret isn't just about forgetting the past. It's about embracing a profound shift in perspective, a perspective rooted in Stoic wisdom. Stoicism teaches us that regret arises from dwelling on what we cannot change, the past. Instead, it urges us to focus on what we can control, the present and the future. Letting go is like releasing balloons into the open sky. Each balloon represents a regret or mistake once held tightly, now set free. It's a symbolic act of liberation. By releasing regrets, we reclaim our mental and emotional energy. We no longer dwell on what ifs or should haves, but instead, we invest ourselves fully in the opportunities that lie ahead. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of lightness, knowing that you've made peace with your past. This is the promise of reducing regret through Stoic principles. Stoicism teaches us to accept the past as it is, a teacher, not a tormentor. It encourages us to learn from our mistakes, grow stronger, and move forward with wisdom and grace. So, let us embrace this journey of reducing regret, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Let us release the anchors of the past and sail towards a future filled with clarity, purpose, and peace. Here is the number 10 point: is mindfulness practices. In the journey of life, our willpower is often tested by challenges, setbacks, and unforeseen circumstances. How we navigate these moments can define our path forward. Strengthening willpower isn't just about gritting your teeth and pushing through. It's a profound exercise in understanding and applying the principles of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics taught us that true strength lies in our ability to let go of what we cannot control and focus on what we can. By letting go of past regrets and anxieties about the future, we reclaim our mental clarity and resilience. This isn't about denying emotions, but rather embracing them with wisdom. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, help us cultivate awareness of our thoughts and emotions, empowering us to make conscious choices. Each decision becomes an opportunity to exercise our willpower. It's not just about what we decide, but how we approach the process. Resilience is forged through adversity. Stoic teachings remind us that setbacks are not permanent, they are opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Ultimately, strengthening willpower is about aligning our actions with our values and principles. It's about living authentically and with purpose. As we continue on our journey, let us remember the true measure of our strength lies not in our ability to control outcomes, but in our capacity to adapt and grow from every experience. Embrace the power of your will. Embrace the wisdom of letting go. Embrace the journey. Subscribe for more insights on living a Stoic-inspired life. Thank you for watching.